Welcome back to this edition of Snap the Whistle, your exclusive breakdown of the week's most impactful plays from the pre-snap reads to the final whistle. We dissect every detail to show you how the game was won, one play at a time. Let's dive in. This week, we're taking a look at Dawson Knox versus the Broncos. We're going to start off with the pass and run game blocking by Knox. Knox is to the top of the screen in the slot, and the Bills are just trying to run this screen to Cooper. Just watch as that force player comes from depth. As he drives on Cooper, watch Knox ride him wide so that Cooper can get up inside into that alley. Very good work by Knox on that play, picking off that defender running from depth. Early in the game, Knox at the point of attack was money. Watch this duo run, a play that is meant to bounce outside. He is on the edge, taking on Cooper, their edge defender. And look at the strain, look at the hand placement. Outside hand is inside. You see that strain. They're fighting back and forth, power with power. And as Cooper peeks inside right there, that is the bounce read for Cook. And he's one-on-one outside with Riley Moss. And he's able to turn that corner thanks to that burst and acceleration, but mostly thanks to Knox on the edge. Here's a backside cutoff block by Knox right here. You see him drive Ellis down the line of scrimmage, wash him down. Once again, using that physicality. His physicality is such a change-up to what the Bills have in Dalton Kincaid. Here he is in line with Anderson, the extra offensive lineman. Look at him ricochet to that next level to pick up the fast-flowing linebacker. Look at him right here at the point of attack. He helps Spencer Brown on the snap, helps Spencer seal his guy off, but then he ricochets and goes and gets the linebacker, latches on, and then just kicks him out so that Ty Johnson can get up inside and into that third level. He's doing all the little things that kind of go unnoticed, that are executed by glue-type guys. Watch him on the edge here once again. Duo run. Bills are setting it up. Same thing as you saw earlier. Watch him wash Nick Bonito down the line of scrimmage on the snap. James Cook is not able to get outside if Knox doesn't execute that block and wash Bonito down. Boom, there's a cut outside and then back inside by Cook. A very good read by the running back and a good block by Knox at the point of attack. Here he is once again as the Bills run mid-zone weak, but you're going to see it cut back to the right at Knox. Look at the hand placement here. Strong inside hand by Knox. The backside hand is inside to kind of guide that player where he wants to go. That backside cutoff block is so important when the Bills want to run this mid-zone weak. Yes, the strength of the formation is right here with Knox to the right side of the screen, but it's meant to cut back. And without his block and the insert by Shakir and all these blocks washing everyone down, there's no way Cook's able to hit that backside cut. Here's another backside cutoff block on Bonito, and Bonito was pissed on this play, and he has a case. He wants a hold called there on Knox, but in the blocking world, we call this a slingshot technique. So as a backside cutoff block here on Bonito, as he darts inside as the ball snapped, it's going to be very tough for Knox to cut him off and kind of hinge him off as Dawkins pulls. So what's he do? He uses a slingshot. Watch that left hand coming over the top right there. You see him slingshot him by, and that throws him past the running back, and Ty Johnson is able to bounce it outside for a positive gain. Not much, but that's very good technique and very good understanding of Bonito shooting that gap, trying to blow up this play, and Knox using all the tools in his tool belt to execute a block on the backside of a run. This is an Aaron Cromer special. The slingshot technique is something they teach to every single offensive lineman and tight end on the roster. All right, let's get into some of the pass game stuff. 2 receptions, 38 yards, a couple big plays. This one off of play action. Here he is to the left side of the screen. I want you to watch the physicality that he plays with. It's something, again, I think he adds a different element than what the Bills have in Dalton Kincaid. Watch the top of this route. You see him right there as he's clearing that linebacker that is trying to man him up. Right there, there's some separation, and then he cuts the corner. That's what Kincaid doesn't usually bring in the receiving game. He's more of a finesse guy, a route runner. Knox is not afraid to get into the body of a defender and use that to separate, like you see on this big play down the field. And you'll see it here as well. He's just running a curl or sit route over the middle versus the safety. Watch him, top of the route, separation. Push off, sure. But that's the separation that is needed sometimes, especially when defenses are trying to body you up over the middle of the field. And the Bills love to run this shallow cross, shallow drag concept with a guy running a crosser in Samuel and then having a sit route over the middle. It's man coverage by the Broncos. Dawson Knox does what he can to separate the top of his route for his quarterback, becomes QB friendly, shows his numbers. Josh puts it on him, and they have a first down. So it's pretty clear that Knox adds a different element than Kincaid. Knox is technically sound when it comes to blocking in the run game, whether he's in line or out in space. He's more physical at the point of attack or on the backside of runs. Once again, more seasoned in that department when it comes to driving guys off the line or just using positional leverage to block guys. But also in the passing game, he's a lot different at the top of routes. He's more of a physical type guy. He's going to use his body and his arms to create separation at the top of routes, as opposed to Dalton Kincaid, who's more of a finesse guy, more of a route setup guy, a route runner, and timing type receiver in the passing game. So it's nice to have guys at the same position that add different elements to the Bills offense. And I just wanted to highlight Dawson Knox's game against the Broncos to show fans that he is adding value and has a huge role in the run and the pass game, which is why I highlighted him in this week's Snap to Whistle.